The breeding of ornamental fish is one of the lucrative businesses that you can engage into. The breeding of this Japanese koi, breeding of this goldfish, breeding of this guppies, African lovebirds breeding is also one of the best business that you can engage into. Hi guys, allow me to bring back the fascination about caring and breeding of ornamental fish. Many have asked me, Dexter, did you stop breeding ornamental fish? My answer is no. This is our bread and butter. Actually, we're just too busy and engrossed with the activities in the new farm that we developed. But I did not stop breeding ornamental fish. In fact, the breeding of ornamental fish is one of the lucrative businesses that you can engage into. The breeding of this Japanese koi, breeding of this guppies, breeding of this goldfish, which has several types, and the breeding of this hito, breeding of many fish, are actually the things that you can do for a living. And this morning, allow me to excite you once again about the guppy breeding. In these 3 big tanks that you can see, we have 3 different types of guppies, and in fact, they are already producing a lot of babies, and this is where I got my fascination about the tropical fish breeding from the guppies. Because the guppies are so expensive and very easy to care. Foremost, I would like to tell you that the guppies can rapidly be produced when you are going to expose them to sunlight. It's a case-to-case basis, because if your container is very small, then chances are that if you are going to expose them to sunlight, then that would probably become warm and it will kill the guppies. But since we have a deep tank here, I am so confident that even if they are exposed to sunlight, still the water will not get too hot, that they are always safe all throughout the day. So allow me to catch some of our breeder guppies, and you will see the color combination is just very perfect. You know, guppies will eat varieties of food. They will not only eat the sinker pellets, but they are also eager to eat the floater pellets and even the flakes and the sweet germ. As you can see here, they are already eating their breakfast, and I normally give them the wheat germ for the breakfast. And in the afternoon, I give them some sinker pellets. But we have to give this in moderation, because if you will overdo the giving of the food, meaning that you are giving much more than they can consume, then that would spoil the water in the tank, and that's not advisable because it will create bacteria. But small frequent meals during the day is really advisable for our guppies. Allow them to consume everything, and then after 2 or 3 hours they will eat again, and this is the cycle, and surely they will produce plenty of babies. We have thousands of guppies that are here, and they're all breeders, and you will see that they have so many babies. And I'd like you to have a closer look at this. We will catch some more guppies. Imagine if you have thousands of them, and you will sell that at a very cheap price of $1. So if you have 1,000, then of course you will earn 50,000. And they are just produced very easily. They can be produced so massively in a very simple technique, such as like this. You just provide a tank and then put them, feed them, provide some plants for the babies to hide, and that's it. And you have to watch the water quality, because the water management is somewhat important also in guppy breeding. I must admit that the breeding of guppies and the tropical fish, for that matter, is inherent upon me. Meaning that when I was still a kid, as young as 3-4 years old, my fascination for fish is actually very strong. That I could not contain the excitement, the joy that I will feel if I will see some of this kind of fish inside the aquarium. And when I grew up, I realized my dream, and it turned out to be a good business. And you will know that when we started our YouTube channel, it all started with the breeding of several types of fish. And we have so many experiences about breeding this fish, like growing them in the pond, harvesting them, selling them to the market. These are the things that we did. So we kept on dreaming, we kept on breeding, and we kept on, telling people about the benefits that we can get out of breeding this tropical fish. And it turned out to be a very lucrative business for us. Allow me to just put some of our breeder guppies here in the glass tank so that we can have a closer look at them. And these are called koi guppies. You will see that, and you will note that the prominent color is actually a red spot on the head, on the forehead, and then the body is a combination of blue, black, and the tail is actually red and orange. And they can give birth to many babies. One guppy is expected to give around 80 to 100 babies. And if you have the opportunity to breed your guppies, maybe this is high time for you, because it's summer, and during summer the market for these guppies are just exceptional. People are really wanting to breed and buy some live bearer fish and breed them at home and enjoy doing it. These are the perks that we can get out of the breeding of tropical fish. And since the birds are so noisy, I would like to make an update about them, because they're interfering our vlogs, they are making some noise. But if you are a bird hobbyist, these things are actually music to your ears. And allow me to just give you some update about our African lovebirds breeding. The African lovebirds breeding is also one of the best business that you can engage into. But there is a warning, because if you don't have a good place for them, then better just keep them as a pet. You will engage as a pet keeper rather than a breeder of these birds, because they really demand a good place. What I mean about the good place is the good cage, the spacious cage that they can enjoy. And I'm doing the colony breeding, and if you are worried about the inbreeding, well, it will not happen, because we're getting all the babies and we will have markings on it. So before these babies can get out from the nest, we will already have markings that would relate to the parents, so that the inbreeding would be prevented. And you will see that there are already plenty. And some of them are actually babies now that we are about to catch. But I will not do it myself. I will allow my staff to do the work for me, because I still have to go to the office. But the good news that we can say here is that we are going to transfer them to the farm beside the boathouse. And we will build a very strong and very big, spacious cage for them. In that case, the people can appreciate, and maybe we can share as well the methods on how to breed and propagate them. About the diet, let me tell you that the main diet for our birds are the bird seeds, the canary seeds like this, And then we normally give them several types of vegetables such as the moringa, this water spinach, pechay, and many more. So these are the things that we can share with you. I hope that you will continue to like and share our videos as we are dreaming for a better farm, a farm which would give us encouragement, excitement, and people can have actual visit and appreciate what we have done. These are the things that I have in mind. And maybe we can accomplish this the soonest possible time, maybe within this year, so that we can build a paradise that's next door to my house. So if you are not subscribed yet, then I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit the notification bell because we are uploading very informative, challenging, and very exciting videos. And I would like to see you in my next upload on here at Dexter's World.